Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a little clean girl makeup tutorial, or at least my version of what I think the clean girl makeup is. I get a lot of compliments on my TikTok saying, please give us a makeup routine. So I thought I'd do it on YouTube because it's like more in depth and I can really show you which products and what I love to use and how I do it and the techniques and everything. So I'm definitely not a professional in any way, but I really feel like I've nailed the clean girl makeup look because this is like my summer go-to because I hate wearing like a lot of heavy makeup in summer. So I'm going to show you guys. I feel like step one is just having a clean girl everything else. So like I've showered, I've just put my hair in this clean girl hairstyle. I think anything slicked back is like so clean girl aesthetic, and also it's so hot. It's literally like 31 degrees today that like clean girl hair feels so nice when it's so hot. I was just slicking back a couple of my flyaways which I missed before. I've got a little iced coffee here because like I said, it's so warm and it's cooling me down, and I need some coffee because I have a really big night. I've got a date night tonight. I'm super excited, but yeah, I've got to basically stay up for the rest of the day, so I need some coffee. We're gonna get through this together. Okay, I think the first step of clean girl makeup is having slicked back eyebrows. So I'm just using the Emco Beauty eyebrow gel. You can literally use any gel, like I've used so many in my time, but this is just the one that I'm using at the moment. So I just slick my eyebrows like so, and I do this before my skincare because I hate when gel like ruins your makeup or skincare. So I'm just slicking these, and it really depends what style of eyebrow you like. You can do whatever, but I just like mine to look neat and uniformed without being like, I don't really like the laminated look that much, so I'm not necessarily laminating them. But what I do is I get my scissors and I like chop off the top of my brows at the front, because to make them like the same length, which I always find makes them just look so much better. So it doesn't matter how messy you are with this because you haven't done your skincare yet, and that's the best part about it. And then I'll just like get something like a tissue and I'll make sure that all of the excess gel is off my skin, because I hate when you're putting your makeup on and it makes it peel from like the eyebrow stuff. So I always make sure I do them first. And now they're just gonna dry down, and while we're doing that, we're gonna get onto the skin. Okay, for the skin, I feel like this is the most important part of the clean girl aesthetic. You have to have good skincare. So the first thing I do is I start with a moisturizer. I just get a pump of that, and whatever I don't use, because it's quite a lot, I put on my neck, because you gotta moisturize your neck or you'll get wrinkles there one day. So I just rub this in to my whole face, avoiding my eyebrows because they already have product on them, but I still get my eyelids and everything because that is super important. Now your moisturizer's on, I just let it sit for a second. And then next I go in with some product that has hyaluronic acid. So this is my favorite one. It's the La Roche-Posay Effaclar. Just looks like that. And I just put this straight onto my face. Hyaluronic acid is so good for moisturizing your face. Even if you have oily skin, you should still use hyaluronic acid, because oily skin doesn't mean that your face doesn't need to be moisturized. Because I think, I'm not a dermatologist, but I'm pretty sure when your face is producing oil, you need to moisturize, because it like tricks your skin that it's already moisturize or something. I have no idea. I've just heard TikToks before of people being like, make sure you moisturize your skin even if you have oily skin. So that is what I'm doing. I put hyaluronic acid on. I'm pretty sure this product has niacinamide in it too. It's pretty amazing. I love this product. Okay, and then coming into my next product, I use the Olay Luminous Niacinamide and Vitamin C. This is mainly for the vitamin C because I'm pretty sure that other product has niacinamide in it, but some kind of niacinamide product is really good also, because niacinamide also helps to moisturize your skin, and vitamin C is so good for your skin. I feel like vitamin C makes my skin look so glowy and I love it. So this is a super important step and I never skip it. It's so good. This one's a really good one too. I haven't used that many vitamin C's in my lifetime because I've only recently started adding this into my routine, like maybe like 4 months ago. But this one is so good. Literally cannot stress it enough. Look how glowy my skin is already. That is what we want. Okay, next I'm just going to put my lip balm on. I'm not finished my skincare yet, but my lips are literally so dry right now. So I use the Dermal Therapy lip balm in Berry. Super good. I love this one. It's the most moisturizing one by far. Okay, now we're on to our last products. So I use the Ciderplast, La Roche-Posay Ciderplast, and I put this under my eyes because it's meant to brighten, and I put it under my nose because I always get discoloration there. You don't really need much at all. I'm just putting some on my neck because I seem to have like a little rash there. And then I use my ring fingers and I just pat this under my eyes, and it's literally so good. Literally look how like glowy I am. That's insane. Okay, now I'm putting on my Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. This stuff is literally insane. It's so nice. It's like a primer and a moisturizer in one. I know I've already moisturized, but this one's just so much thicker, and honestly, like, holy grail, it's so good. So I rub this all in. I literally want to talk to you guys about the new season of Love Island, because I have some real deep thoughts about it. So I feel like I need to get them out. First, I'm just going to finish my skincare, and then we're going to get on to talking about all that. Okay, now onto the key ingredient, sunscreen. In summer, of course, you need sunscreen anyway. You don't want your face to be wrinkly and old. I don't care if you're out there baking your skin. Your face needs to be protected at all times because you don't want wrinkles. Literally, like, look at my natural neck color compared to my face. It's always darker because I wear sunscreen 24/7 in winter, in summer, anytime. And it is the biggest hack to making your makeup look so clean, girl, and so glowy and so beautiful. So I'm using the ultraviolet one today. I love ultraviolet. I also love La Roche-Posay. They're my favorite ones. I have actually been testing out the Mecca one at the moment too, which I'm seeming to like. I think it has serum or something in it also. So we just rub all this in. It is so beautiful. Literally, look how like oily my skin looks after. But like in a nice way, not in a bad way. The only thing left now for my skin prep is a primer. I don't always do this, only when I want my makeup to literally last a lifetime. I use the Milk Hydro Grip. It literally, watch this. I do 2 pumps. It makes everything stick forever. And it's so good because, like I did say, I do have a date night tonight, but it's only 2 o'clock because I'm filming and everything beforehand. So I need my makeup to stay forever. So I just put it on, rub it in, then leave it for a while and let it do its thing. It gets tacky and it's beautiful, and that is my skin prep done. Look how glowy I am. It just shows that is like the #1 thing to being clean, girl, in my opinion. Other people might have other opinions, but I just genuinely think this is what's necessary. Okay, we're gonna let this dry for a second. Now everything's sitting for a while. You can see how tacky. Now we're letting our face sit. I'm gonna do my eyebrows. So I just use this Benefit brow pomade. I'm in shade like light brown and my brows are so dark, but it literally works so well. So I don't know if that will help anyone, but maybe if you're buying this, get it slightly lighter than you think, because look how perfect that matches. But like my eyebrows are definitely quite dark. So I don't know what that means, but take it as you will. My eyebrows, I don't really do anything special. I literally just fill in the ends. I don't touch the front because naturally I have quite hairy eyebrows. They're not that thick, they're just quite hairy. So I really only touch the ends just to fill them in a little bit. And sometimes when I wax, I make bald spots and stuff. So that's all I do for that. Now let's move on to actual like skin products. If you want to look like a clean girl, I feel like you need either like the e.l.f. Halo Glow or the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. I do think this breaks me out a little bit. I don't love this product, but I do think it definitely adds to that clean girl aesthetic. So I do put some on. I just go like this. I actually had this primer from Napoleon Paris and I way preferred it, but it ran out. So this is what I'm using now. So I just put this all over my skin. If you don't have this product, I wouldn't say rush out and buy it because e.l.f. and MCO Beauty make such similar products for a fraction of the price. But if you do want to go buy this, it is super orange. So make sure you shade down to what you think you'll be, because this was meant to be a fake tan shade and it's literally the orangest thing I've ever seen in my life. But it does blend out. I'm just going to use a clean brush and blend this like basically all over my face. So I think the main thing about your base is you want it to be glowy in some means, because you don't want it to be like super matte and look, you know, a bit like heavy. You want it to look quite light and not natural necessarily, but just like light and glowy, like you could be sweating through it, you know? So you can just use like a glowy primer, you can use anything, but just something underneath that's gonna make it look like your face is low-key sweating through everything. Okay, I'm just gonna go wet my beauty blender. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and I'm just blending this out with my beauty blender. I feel like using a beauty blender really makes it look like less. Like I feel like it takes a lot of the product off your face, which is really nice. I just like to start with brushes because I feel like they distribute product better, but this definitely takes off any excess. So now I'm just left with like a bronzy glow. And now you need to do your foundation. So you can either do a skin tint, which I usually use this one. It is super beautiful and it looks super natural. It's really nice. But because I am going on a date and I need my makeup to last a bit longer, I'm going to be using a light foundation. So the Beautiful Skin Foundation by Charlotte Tilbury. Mine's in shade, I think 5 point something. It's really hard to see because it's like rubbed off. Oh, I think it was 5 neutral, but I just put this basically all over my face and we're gonna blend it out. This is such a nice foundation because it's super like light to medium coverage. It's definitely not on the darker side, which I really like. Again, with my clean brush, I'm gonna just like blend this in. It's definitely on the lighter side. It is such a gorgeous finish and it's just like so silky and it feels like moisturizer on your face. It does not feel like you've got any heavy makeup on, which I really enjoy. Okay, I want to talk about this season of Love Island. So I've started watching it. I think I am up to date from like what's come out so far. I'm so sad because Kira just went home. And at the start, I feel like she kind of came across a bit like bitchy, I think, because she just like was having a rough time. But by the end of it, she was like my favorite girl. She was so beautiful. She was funny. She had the most like gorgeous personality. I feel like she was just having such a rough time that it like made her look so bad. And also the producers like on purpose made her have a rough time. So it was just like such a hard watch with her in there. But like I really wanted Nate to pick her because I really do not like Tia. She is so rude. When Nate picked her after, she's like, I'm not going to say thank you. Like, what does he expect? It's like, shut up, girl. You almost went home. And she's so mean to, what's the new girl's name? It's not Maddie. I forgot the new girl's name. The one that was on Maths, like Harrison's ex-girlfriend. She is actually so lovely and I feel like they were bringing her in to start drama, but she didn't even want the drama because you could tell that like when she went off, we barely get to see the producers, but them showing the producers was just showing us that they did it on purpose kind of thing. So I feel like she was actually quite genuine, and then Tia is just so mean to her because she's threatened. And it's like, just because she's beautiful doesn't mean you have to be threatened. Like, you're beautiful too. Like, everyone can be beautiful. It doesn't mean you try to steal each other's mans, you know? Like, she barely even spoke to Nate because of that reason. And I'm like, just calm down. Like, she chose Reed, she didn't choose your man. Grow up, you know? Anyways, I have more tea, but next I'm using the Lancome Ultra Wear concealer. So what I like to do with this is I like to put it like where I want my concealer. Don't use too much concealer. I feel like that's a massive clean girl thing. Don't use too much concealer, and always bring it up so it like lifts your face, because that is so important. But I leave this here just to like marinate while I do the rest of my makeup. Okay, now I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Sun Kissed Glow Bronzer. This is so beautiful. I'm trying a new brush with it though, so let's see if this works. This is like the most beautiful bronzer ever, honestly. I'm pretty sure it's quite expensive, but I think because it is such a big size that this will last you the longest time. So for me, the biggest like clean girl look is like a cream bronzer product. I feel like powder bronzer doesn't look as clean girl. So that's like a bit of a tip in my eyes, is to definitely use some kind of cream bronzer. So I'm just going to contour my nose as well. I actually quite like this brush for contour. It's quite nice. Okay. That is so stunning. I love that bronzer. Like, I think I'll be using it forever, honestly. And then my tip with blush as well is find a cream blush that you really like. This is Napoleon Parade in shade Go On Jose, I think. But this is like the most pretty color ever. You can get so many like this if you just go to Mecca or something. And I get it on a brush and then I just blend it out. I feel like cream blushes, you need to use a brush. This brush works really good for it. It's a bit ratchet, but like I refuse to change it over because it's so good. And I put it across my nose. It is such like a nice like sun-kissed glow kind of look. Now, all the fun part starts to come in. We get setting spray. I like this one the best. This is my favorite setting spray by far. And I spray my whole face, and then I get my beauty blender and I start to melt in all the products I've put down. And I get this side of my beauty blender and I melt in my concealer, because we don't want our face to look like we have like a whole heap of makeup on. So when you do this, it really like melts it in and takes off excess product, because I really like my natural freckles to show through as well. I don't know if you guys can see, but I have so many like natural freckles that I love to like glow through my makeup also. So I'm just blending out all of the bronzer, the blush, the concealer, literally everything that we've just put down. And the foundation as well. Oh, here are my other thoughts about Love Island at the moment. Quickly get a powder puff and we're gonna powder under our eyes. I use the Laura Mercier powder. I find if you get a powder puff, just put it on your hand first, because you don't want all that excess product. So put it on your hand, distribute it nicely over your powder puff, and then just drag it along your nose and under your eye, and look at the difference. That has blurred that side of my face so heavily. And then you can just use the leftover on your hand for the other side. There's no use using like a whole bunch of product when it comes to powder, because you don't want to look super powdered. And I feel like that's my biggest tip, is you still want to look glowy. Okay, my thoughts. I hated Zach at the start, like hated him more than anyone, because he's just so like misogynistic and such a gross, low-key person. And when he came in, I don't know if he is in real life, but how they made him look was just not very nice. And then when Lucinda came in, he's literally like the biggest fangirl of her. Like if she saw his reaction, I just think it's like crazy to me. Like he was literally like, I loved her so much, she's my like celebrity crush. It's like, that's so random. But I feel like, hear me out, I feel like the show paid her to be on it because they knew she would get a lot of viewers in because she has a lot of followers. So I feel like the show paid her to be there, and now she can't really get that attached because she's obviously not going to move to Australia. Like, she's never even been to Australia. She's just on there to get viewers. So whether she falls for someone or not, I really don't think that they would ever end up together, which makes me really sad because that means that the show this year is like more fake than it usually is, because I just don't trust whatever relationship she's in the show that it will ever be more than that, because she's obviously just going to go back to her life that she's already living, you know? So I personally don't trust it, but it's whatever. The only guys that I actually like are Nate, Ben, and Kale. Kale is such a sweetie. I think he was definitely more interested in the new girl than he led on. But I think he's just so respectful. I really like Nakia though. She's such a like Australian girl, but she's so lovely. So I really like her. So I just powdered my face very, very lightly, as you guys would have seen. I don't put much powder on. I just use excess that's on my brush. And now I'm going in with all my powder products. So first I go in with bronzer, and I kind of just roughly bronze up because I don't want it to be like a dead line, because I feel like being a clean girl is more like natural, like where the sun would naturally hit your skin and stuff. So I'm just like roughly bronzing, and I bronze into my hairline also because obviously my hair is slicked back, so we need to make sure that it is blended in. That is a must. Okay, next tip, get a really fluffy like eyelid brush, put some bronzer on it, tap it off, and put this in your crease because it really just like lifts your face and makes it look like so put together. And clean girls are put together. I actually want to have a count of how many times I've said clean girl, but I guess that's the name of this video, so we gotta do what we gotta do, you know? Okay, see how that just like makes my face look way more cohesive? Well, at least I think it does. So I hope you guys think it does too, or I'll actually cry. Next, I use my Makeup by Mario blush. This one is stunning. This is in shade Poppy Pink. I love this shade. And I get I don't know what collection this is from. This was from one of those like really popular unicorn makeup days. Anyways, now I just put this on top of all that cream product, and I think this is like the most stunning blush in the whole world. You can't tell me I'm wrong. How stunning is that blush? Now, this is the fun part. We get our setting spray. This is why I use so much of this stuff. And we set all of our powder products. Then we get our beauty blender and we tap it in again. So we're taking more of that product off that you've just put on, but we're also blending it all together, especially because we've just used so much powder, and you don't want to have a lot of powder on your face if you're going for like the clean girl look, but you still want your makeup to stay. So you still need powder, but you don't want it to look super, super powdered. So we're blending her out. This is using so much concentration, I'm literally not even speaking. Okay, now we're gonna highlight, but you're gonna use like a super finely milled highlighter. So I'm using this one, it's by Smashbox, and it's the Petal Metal highlighter. And this one gives you like a super wet look on your face. Like it makes your skin look like it's sweating rather than look like lots of glitter pieces. Which I also see like how like sweaty and gorgeous that looks. I know sweaty is like such a like gross word, but I think it makes it look so good. Okay, now I'm gonna wipe off my lips. Okay, next thing, this is a big step, lips. So wipe off any of your lip balm or anything you have on. get quite a dark lip liner. So I really like this one because I feel like pinks kind of suit me better, like pinky nudes rather than nudie nudes. So now you're just gonna like line your lips. I don't know how to explain it, but you're just gonna go like this. If you get a lip liner with a really creamy consistency, it really helps. The Rimmel London lip liner in the shade Spice, and it's beautiful. Then I go like this. Massive tip. Does your top ones for you. And now I just go over, because I have quite a defined Cupid's bow that I have to kind of go over it. I'm always so shaky when it comes to this. Okay, clean girls do not wear lipstick. This is a known fact. They wear lip balm and lip oil and lip liner, and that's it. They don't wear lipstick. So, fill it in with your lip balm. I'm gonna rub it in with my finger so that I clean up any harsh line from my lip liner. Literally stunning already, but I like to finish it off with a lip oil. This lip oil is so stunning. It's the MCO Beauty Lip Oil in shade Sheer Rose. I like all their shades. This is the one I definitely reach for the most. And just put that everywhere. And they're the lips done. Now all we have to do is my eyes. So I feel like the freshest thing for eyes when it comes to clean girl makeup is not wearing fake lashes or wearing a half lash, but I already have quite long lashes that I don't need a half lash. So get your curler and you're going to curl your lashes quite hectically, like so, and then we do the other side. I just like kind of look up when I do this. This curling wand hurts so bad, so I am not recommending it or telling you guys the brand because I don't want you to go get it. It was really good at the start, but then like after a month, it was so painful. So I do need to get another one. I feel like so many curling wands break so fast, so if I'm completely honest. Okay, my next tip. I do not use a lengthening mascara. I use a volumizing mascara. I have quite long lashes naturally, so if you don't, maybe this doesn't apply for you, but you get your mascara, in my case this one. Okay, so if you want to do a nighttime clean girl look, go for brown eyeliner. If you want to do a daytime, go for nude. Because it's more daytime now, I'm going for nude. So what you want to do is you want to line your waterline with nude eyeliner. And this really makes your eyes pop. Look at the difference. Like, do you guys see that? Now we're gonna go in with mascara. I'm using the Maybelline Surreal Extension Lash Mascara. And I only ever dip my mascara in once per eye. And I just kind of work it in to my lashes, and I get rid of the top bit because the top always has so much excess on it and I don't want that to get anywhere that's not on my eye. And then I just move the brush around and like really coat my lashes. And I think the main tip is to coat your outside lashes because you want it to look a bit like a wing without having a wing, because you want it to like lift your face rather than like bring your face down. You don't want spider lashes. Clean girls do not have spider lashes. So that's why we only dip it in once, and then we just keep working that through until we're happy with how they look. Look at the difference. That's actually insane. Like, I'm obsessed. I love mascara. It's my favorite like makeup step ever. Like, why does it look so good? Now I'm going to do my other eye, making sure I get off all the excess. Sorry, I literally cannot do this looking into the camera or I'm going to get mascara all over my eyes and face and everywhere, and that would not be good. I'm just wiping off some excess that I see. I never add more because you don't want a lot of mascara on. You just want to use the little bit that you have in the right way. And if you get some on your eyelids, that is so fine because we just clean it off at the end. Okay, see how we were a little bit messy with that one? This is the easiest way to get mascara off. So you can use a spoolie or you use just a cotton like thing. And once it's dry, you literally just rub it across. Like, you don't need any product or anything. And it literally gets it off straight away. Now, a big thing about clean girls is they don't do a lot on their bottom lashes. So you can either do a tiny little coat or you can just leave them be. This is my clean girl makeup tutorial. Thank you guys so much for watching. Mwah. I love you so much. If you want to see any other videos, let me know what you want to see because I'm so open to making literally any videos for you guys. Don't forget to follow all of my socials so you can keep up to date with what's going on in my life, because I ask you a lot of questions over on my Instagram and I post a lot of videos on my TikTok. So make sure you're following everything so you know what's going on. But this is the finished look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Mwah. Goodbye.